Hello and welcome to NFT Decree. I'm Barry and today we are going to be looking at the new wax drop with Topps, Godzilla. So obviously the new movie, Godzilla vs. Kong or Kong vs. Godzilla, I can't remember what way around it is, coming out pretty soon. But this is not what that is. If you look at the cards on the screen at the moment, you'll see that these definitely do not look like a 200 million blockbuster from the year 2021. Instead, these are the original creature features, going all the way back to sort of 1950s, maybe 1960s, certainly, where guys in suits would dress up and fight each other in sets made to look like cities. So, you know, pre Power Rangers, pre anything along those lines, Godzilla was there first. So I grew up a bit watching Godzilla. Certainly I remember a lot of the characters here. Some of them I don't recognise necessarily. I don't know what space Godzilla's from. And some of the other ones were a bit, I might have missed the late night, so I've fond memories of watching creature features at, I'm not sure what time in the morning, probably Channel 4. Every Friday night I would stay at my grandfather's and stay up and watch it. And some classic fights, you know, not Mecha King Ghidorah, but Ghidorah versus Godzilla there, King Ghidorah versus Mothzilla. I remember the one with the turtle thing, Anguirus. What else was like a classic one? Certainly the main ones are probably the ones most people know, I guess. Like, obviously I know Godzilla, this thing's weird. Rodan, Megalon was a fight I remember. Mecha Godzilla is a fight you remember. Mothra is a fight you remember. King Ghidorah or Monster Zero. I don't know if they're different now, like in terms of lore. I think that they are. Vaguely remember them going to Mecha Godzilla. I remember Manila, and now the cartoons wasn't Manila, it was Gadzuki was the name of the small Godzilla thing in the cartoons, and Gadzuki, and he was even worse than Scrappy-Doo, if such a thing could be imagined. But remember Gigan, don't really remember Jet Jaguar, or some of these other ones, but Mecha Godzilla, and there was another Mecha Godzilla, wasn't there? Like, was there a space Mecha Godzilla or something? Unsure. Obviously then in the lore, like, Mothra went from being a bad guy to a good guy, and I have watched King of Monsters, the new one, but it just didn't captivate me. I remember watching the sort of new series Godzilla, wasn't particularly captivated by it. Then the King of Monsters was just kind of nonsensical. I mean, not that these were high drama type thing, you know, for what they were, but much more enjoyable as a you know, young teen or tween type ages, and getting to stay up late and watch them. So the pack purchasing was earlier today, and the payment system gave me a number of failed purchases, which has meant that I've ended up with a ridiculous number of packs that I don't really want, but there's no easy way to get your money out of wax. So even if I sold them, I wouldn't really be able to get my money back. So I've got 20 legendary packs and 20 standard packs, when all I really wanted was 10 of each. Which is still a lot of money, but it would have been kind of a level I was comfortable at. You know, if I can pull a legendary or something and maybe get the money back in wax and hold on to it for a bit, or spend it on other things, then there's that. So I'm not sure we'll open them all. I might hang on to some of them and see if the price goes up as they get sold out. The cards are pre-minted this time, so off the selection, all the cards already have the numbers. The RNG should go away and get it. So the wax RNG. But there was a beta opening for 10 minutes about an hour ago, and there are already cards available. And in part of that beta opening, a number of them are producing what could only be described as not RNG. One guy opened a standard pack, you got 4 cards, you got 4 number 1s. So there's already a significantly decreased chance of not getting a mint number 1 because they've already kind of opened some. Then if we go to here and the crafting ability, so part of, once you've collected a certain number of cards, you can craft them into the sort of next level up. So once you've got these 5 epics, and this is like the best one, you can get a legendary from there, and these are mint on demand. So the first person to do it is going to get mint number 1. But what the beta openings meant is people were selling these on the market. Some guys bought them. So there's at least one person that I've seen that has all 5 of these, and as soon as this timer ticks down, they're going to get mint number 1. So there's now no race to try and find these either. All in all, it's been a massive cock-up, right? And I'm going to have a rant about Wax another day because they're a shit show. That's what I'm going to say. For having such a good platform, the guys operating all these drops, and the sort of the tech behind it is an absolute joke. They cocked up the Nimoy drop, so Leonard Nimoy trading cards. That cocked up. They were only dropping shards, so those cards you had to craft individually. You'd collect 3 shards, merge them to get the card that you wanted. But they were only dropping, like, say, shard 1, so you'd only ever get shard 1. They had to drop other packs, airdrop packs into people for this. And it's such a shame because this is such a good, like, Wax is fee-free and everything. Like, it's such a good idea. They just don't know how to work it. Like, I've got a better marketing plan and a better way of running this from having thought about it for a few hours than they seem to have when it's their job, right? So I'll calm down, rant over, but having massively overspent on what I was hoping to buy, and to now be kicked in the teeth by not being able to get some of the rarer ones to be worthwhile is a massive problem. They did, there was an extra hour on this timer a minute ago, before I started recording, that they took back off again to try and look at solve whatever the problems were. They've obviously done that, but the fact that you've already taken out off the not sure how many cards, off the sort of 150 different cards, the fact that maybe 25 of them's already lost their number 1 is a problem. They've built this system where mint numbers matter, and they've not really, the lack of concern from their customer support is disappointing, shall we say. So not very long before we open, got like 4 or 5 minutes. I always wanted to do it sooner, but when the hour time went up, I thought I was going to have more time, and then they took it away again. Again, no communication, just doing things. It's a little bit of a joke. In fact, it's not even a little bit of a joke, it's a big bit of a joke, right? Somebody's messaged me on Discord about something, but I can't see where that message is, so I guess we'll never know. Let's very, very quickly look at the sort of cards that we really want. So the legendaries are what we're after, and there's already most of these on the market. This card is crafted, so that's not one of them. This is the only art card that's legendary, and it's pretty cool. You get different rarity versions of it. It's in super rare, I want to say, where it's already drawn. So there's a super rare final version, but then a legendary sketch version where it draws in, which is pretty cool. This is a joke. Like this, I know people are buying like weird and wonderful NFTs, right? But this should not be a legendary. You should get one of these free with every pack, Like, it's not cool, it's not what I'm here for. Very sad. What I'm actually hoping for, I think, is Mecha Godzilla, or maybe original black and white Godzilla there, but off the art here, I think Mecha Godzilla's, with their cool rainbow laser beams and these shields and stuff, probably the coolest looking one. But any legendary is going to be pretty decent, right? But the odds to get them are super low, 0.11%. So you're going to have to open, at 30 cards in a pack, you would have to open 6 packs to have a statistically average chance of getting a legendary card. So that would be 680 cards or something to get a 100% cumulative chance of getting a thing. So if you get one, we'll be lucky. And you'll notice here that in the standard packs, you can't actually get legendary cards. So this is a concession. You get more. If you spent $100 on 10 of these, you'd get 40 cards, but $100 on these, you only get 30 cards. But you do get increased odds, so you're actually better off. You get better chance at common and uncommon in the standard packs, and then everything rare plus, you've got a better chance of pulling from the ultimate pack. So I'm going to start by opening the ultimate packs. Like I say, I might only do sort of 10. You'll see here the mint number. These all came through pretty much at once, and then it was about 40-50 minutes later, these came through, and I'm like, oh. And then sort of same thing here, but these came through a little more dribs and drabs. But these are unlimited. If you want these, you can still buy these. They're available. These are all sold out. These are limited to 5,000. Some people were paying sort of $300 worth in wax when they went onto the marketplace. No real need for doing that, but the price has dropped now to just kind of break even. You pay a little more, maybe like $110, $115 or something for one. But once these start getting opened, then you're going to see the scarcity come down. And then if we're able to track how many legendary cards are left by the time they're all open, then the value of these is obviously going to go up, right? Because if there's still there's 23 of each legendary card crafted, pre-minted, and if they all, and only 161 going by the odds, there's only going to be 161 of these of legendary cards made, but if nobody gets them, or if there's very few obtained from the people that are opening packs today, then the value of these has got to go up, because you've got a much better chance at pulling a legendary card. Anyway, 45 seconds to go. Anything else I'm fishing for? I mean, I'm not super keen on the chibis, and they're epic as well. Certainly Mothra 1's gone, I've seen that's gone. The Topsicle is just stupid. These are pretty cool, I think they're super rare. The sort of old trading card style, so Tops, of course, in conjunction with, been doing trading cards for years and years. What else is cool? Some of these would be cool. I think they're maybe super rare. Epic. And we'll just have to see what we get, I suppose. I'm no longer in a race for crafting, because like I say, people have already got this. I was going to, just crack packs and hope to get an early mural, but is what it is. So let's start here, and we'll crack them open. So because they're pre-minted, there's no real need to rush to do anything. You pay your money, you take your chances. They have done, again, another weird thing where they've pre-minted cards up to the amount that they think they need for just now, and then as people buy packs, they mint more and add them to the pool. Now, this is going to be slow, right? This is going to be everybody's opening them. So last time I did this was on Street Fighter, and the time taken between cracking a pack and getting a pack, because even once you see them here, it can take ages for it to appear in your wallet. And this is just going to be getting hammered right now. The payment system for getting it was hammered. Oh, here we go. Come on, just give me something good first pack. That's a lot of comments, but it's okay. Give it a second. Just going to let it load. So there's different rarities. The silver border is common, and should get a complete set of them with what we've got. The blue borders are uncommon, so we've already got a few of those. The red borders are rare. We've got a chibi, that's an epic, and I think that's super rare. And we've got a few of those, and end on a common. So I wonder if that should be back at the start, or if something else is happening. But I want to open more. So I've got one epic, no packs owned. Well, I feel like that's not true. I'll refresh the page and see what happens. Yeah, just getting absolutely pummeled. I mean, theoretically, I could have waited. Once I knew that the crafting ability was kind of not going to get me a mint one, right? Then it was a little bit less of a rush on trying to open these. But you know, was excited. I wanted to come in and you know, open them on the day and see what I got. You'll see all kinds of crap in my collection here. That's ground to a halt. Definitely not so fun. Well, we can let that load and maybe it'll let me go back to here. So we now look at these. So like I say, the base white ones, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 times. So 3 or 4. So 18, 24, 30, 35. So it's 35 commons. So I should definitely get a playset of all. A playset? There's no game with this. So I should definitely get a set of all of them very easily. Like the market's going to be flooded with these. Now what they've done with Street Fighter after the event is add things that let you burn cards to craft cards, but their whole system was based on crafting, whereas Godzilla is not. So whether or not they're going to introduce something where you can burn 50 commons to get something is debatable. Try one more time. There we go. Go again. I clicked the button. There we go. Oh, there we go. Smashing. Lightning fast. So I'll give this a second to load. Look at this. Shin Godzilla. Now, I've never seen Shin Godzilla. I think that's one of the newer ones, is it? Sort of 2011-ish, maybe, if I'm guessing right. So, fair number of these. 2 Megalons. Now, I've not got mint numbers next to these, so we'll have to check it out after. But, that's what we've got. And a super rare. Oh yeah, you can just about make out. I mean, why is this not in black text? Unknown. But get a super rare from that, so that's relatively fine. If we go back to open more, so a super rare, you should get at least 1 super rare per pack. In theory, 30 cards, 3.33%. On average, 100% chance of getting a thingy. Definitely have packs. Like, I thought you were working there for a minute. Back to that. So, yep, so the common ones are these, and then the blue one, it's the exact same cards. Oh, very lazy, right? So Tops do this. Tops have their own apps, right? And you can play cards that aren't NFTs, and you've got Star Wars and Disney and The Walking Dead, which is super boring, and wrestling and hockey and all these different things that they do. And this is kind of how they work it. Ordinarily, they've got some sort of crafting ability in them where you could craft two whites to get a random blue, 2 blues to get a random red, and 2 reds to get a random green, and all the way up the chain there. So whether they introduce something like that for this would be interesting. The speed at which this is opening is far better than Street Fighter was, certainly, even though there is still some bugs. So we're getting all these, which is cool. Got first ink, which is rare. Another ink, which is rare. So we've got 5 of 5, 2 of 5. Godzilla cover. So we've not even looked at some of these, but that's cool. I want those ones as well. And let's go back to open more. Are we just going to get... Sender doesn't own at least one of these. Well, let's see what happens. At least it opens quite quick. So this could be more exciting, I would argue. But and certainly the pack opening could be more exciting. Another epic chibi. Probably trade that. Not super fussed for the chibis, like I say. That's kind of cool. Why is there a random comment at the end? It's like, you know, when you're opening a real pack and they put the commons in so you can't see, you can't look through the packs to see what they are. Another super rare. I'm going to have to refresh just so it updates with what I've got. Nope, don't have that. Allegedly. You're going to tell me if I've got that or not? Don't have that. So I may have opened 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That makes sense. So 3, 5, 4, 6. Remember that number. So again, the comments, we should get a full set of comments. I'll keep the sort of lowest mint number. Get our hands on. Bunch of uncommons. Looking like I should get a decent amount of uncommons, right? So I should get a full set of them. Rares are a maybe. So this is cool. Like, so the playing cards, super rare. Still want a legendary. No packs owned. Lies. I'll come back and talk about tops if I can get these packs open quick. Although if it's always just going to stick on this, then we won't. So that's what I'm saying. Like, you can trade up on tops into these, and sometimes, you know, if you complete a set, you'll get a extra card. I think that's a pretty cool thing to do. If you complete you can sometimes trade a whole set in, and you get a sort of super rare card. That kind of thing. But they typically are 3 levels of exactly the same thing. Just, you know, the same art. All they do is change the colour on the outside. So whilst the overall idea is cool, the actual execution and the ingenuity of just putting a different coloured background behind the exact same card to indicate rarity is certainly creatively bereft, shall we say. And I'd much rather that with the opportunity to do whatever you want, really, that it is taken and they do some cooler things with it in the future. Ooh! Animated one and a super rare. So get quite a few rares as well. Might get a set of them. How many did I say there was? 35. So that's quite a lot still. But another epic. Come on, just one legendary. I definitely don't want to open them all. I want to keep some of the packs, but I'm tempted to keep going until I see if I can get a legendary at least. Another super rare comic cover. So I think I got that one. Maybe I can trade it for a different one. A bunch of rares and whatnot again. 1, 2, 3, 4. I just always open the second one down and assume that I've got it. Wax. That was a little bit hub. No, what was it? Oh yeah, no, now I remember. If you know what I was talking about, then you know, you keep that to yourself. Remember, if you've seen me, you haven't. Super rare cover. Not a particularly exciting pack, but epics and legendaries, right? Epics and legendaries. So you should get an epic every 3 packs roughly, and a legendary every 30 packs, which is it seems a little bit miserly, but it does keep them rare, right? So super rare. Another comic cover. No, I've definitely got packs. They see me reloading. They hating. See what comes up. So the comic covers, which we've seen here, so we've got, what's that, 6, 12, 14 of those. I've only got a couple. And these are super rare. So yeah, I mean, they're quite hard to get hold of. Have to do a bit of trading for those, right? Now, the Topps apps tend to work that you could probably trade. People hoard things, right? So for the commons, because commons are so common, you get things like monuments, and you get things like what's the word I'm after? People hoard them because then you can you get some bonuses for having 100 of the same card and stuff like that, which could probably be done on this, because since there's no cap apart from the time on the standard packs. And another ink, 2 of 5. I think I got that one. Another ink and super rare comic cover. And yeah, you get the same one. I think they could. There has to be a way of doing the pre-minting. I'm going to refresh because I don't think I got that last pack, and I have to decide whether or not I want to open the next 10 or save them for later. Claims that I've got it. So this is the 10th one, which might be... No. Have I done 10? Well, okay, let's move on. We'll go into these ones. Standard pack. So you're going to get fewer cards in here, and there is 0 chance at a legendary. So 1 uncommon. That's very underwhelming. Now I can't see the mint numbers yet, but without getting... Is this the same pack that I opened? I appreciate there's issues with the API and getting things started. So getting a rare, I mean, can't ask for too much more than a rare out of a standard pack, right? I mean, 1 in 10 almost. No, that's a lie because you get 4 in a pack. So 1 in 3 packs should contain a rare. 1 in, I don't know, 10 packs roughly. So I got a couple of rares. I should really go see what I've got. Well, this isn't half as exciting as I hoped. Yes, I've opened all of them. I don't know if cracking... what have I done? 3? Yeah, I've done 3. I don't know if cracking another 10 of these is worth it. Certainly getting a legendary, sure. But depending on how slow people are to open them, another rare. Getting 1 a pack at this stage. It's 3 out of 4 packs, that's pretty good. Godzilla and Gadzuki. Do I refresh this? I do still have packs. Why are you doing me dirty like this? One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So I guess we're about here. Find out quickly if we're not, I suppose. Give me... Can you get an epic in this? Yeah, but it's really hard. 0.5%. Again, miserly. 0.5%. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Again, it might be worth keeping these. Actually, I doubt there's a massive amount of value in keeping these just because you can't get the legendaries. But I don't know how common these super rares and stuff are going to be. 7. Because if we go into here and go for super rare of any kind, there are... I mean, how do we say that was? 18... 19, 1, 2, 3, 4... 25, and that's a craftable. So there's 25 super rares. And they're still pretty low odds regardless of what pack you're opening. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. What does that number mean? Oh yeah, got a super rare out of one of those packs, but that's the same one I've got twice, right? Just born lucky. Let's refresh, see how many I've got. My wallet's giving me some grief. And then we'll stop. Once we've done 10 of each, we'll stop and have a look at what we've got. See if we've got any low mints, or see if we've got any cards that people are going nuts for. Don't think we've got anything super good. All in all, somewhat regretting spending that much money on it. Can I get an update? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So if this one opens, which it does not, so I don't have you, so I think that's probably it, right? Let me just have a look at my wallet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that, oh, hold on, let me recount that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 it claims I've still got. So it claims I've still got this in my wallet, so let's try opening that. Whoa. Another rare. Certainly seem to be doing better out of these packs than chance would dictate. Because if you've got a 1 in 4, well, you've got 4 times 8%, so what's that? 32, 33%. So it should just be 1 in 3 packs. But certainly outperforming that, if my math's right. I mean, all that could mean, of course, is that there's a larger number of rares than people might have first thought. Ugh. Oh, it's super fast. It doesn't work perfectly, but would be better if it did. Be a lot cooler if it did. So we opened 8619 there, did we? I want 8502. And I should have one more. That'll be 10 of each. Look at it. Look at it. That's his second form. This isn't even my final form. So let's try. Actually, let me just update my wallet again. I mean, it doesn't really matter if I go over on these, I suppose. Because like I say, I'm not sure what kind of value the packs will hold. It's such a low chance for these, but these packs being your best chance at pulling them is pretty interesting. So 9, 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that looks like it's 10 of each. 2, 4, 7, 10. Done. So let me fire up the hub, not that hub, and see what we've got. So here is the updated version. I mean, that is optimistic, I feel. Don't know what people are selling them for. Let's have a look for, if I do common, doesn't tell me how many of each, right? Uncommon, rare, super rare, it's got a decent number of super rares, epic, 3 epics, legendary. Here's where I put my legendaries, if I had any. Right, show me the lowest mint. So 6 is my lowest mint, so that's pretty grim. No number 1 mints or anything along those lines. Okay, this is fine. Show me. What else is interesting? Show me my highest mint. So the packs are obviously the highest mint there, but 3,000 of these, is that right? So there's 5,813. So there was only. Interestingly, there was only, I want to say, actually, it might have been 5,000. That might have been the number that was pre-minted, I guess. But that's it. I think I'm going to keep the other packs. Maybe trade out of them. They don't seem to be. I don't seem to be getting enough value from them, right? So I want. What do I want? I want the. So look at my duplicates. So yeah, I mean obviously all the packs are duplicates. Here we've got a number of commons, got a few uncommons, so let's see how many. Can I check how many uncommons? So not duplicates. I want to see if I've got a full set of uncommons. And I want to sort by, not mint number, let's do alphabetical. It's got a lot of them. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, wait, what? 17, 18, 19, 20. Oh, it's 35, right? 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32. So I'm missing a couple of uncommons. So I'll go see if I can pick up whatever I'm missing there. What about rares? Or it could just be my counting, of course. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. So 22, oh no, there's more down here. 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. 27 out of 35 rares. I do have enough duplicates, so I should be able to swap for them. Super rares, didn't get very many off at all. Managed to get 3 of these. So what's that all about? And these are very high mints as well, so that's definitely not worth it. What I'm going to be upset about is if somebody's getting tons of mint ones for super rares opening, you know, a single pack or whatever. That's kind of cool. Going for the cost of a pack, but I feel like that's undervalued. The chances of getting an epic is quite low. Same with this doesn't seem to have any sort of pricing associated with it, nor does this. Let's head on over to the marketplace, view market, price lowest, so about $200. Yeah, I mean that's a little more reasonable. It'll take you 2 packs. It'll take you, what were the odds again? So epic would take you 3 packs on average to get one. So I mean this is actually probably a little cheaper than it should be, and this is probably a little more than it should be, but sub 10 mint. That's what I'm saying. You know, the mints that come in low are more valuable than the ones that are super high. But let's talk about not getting any of these. Very sad. Let's talk about only getting a couple of these. I may try and complete that set, even though it's probably quite expensive. At least we didn't get that. And got one of these. Would have been cool to get a few more. But it is what it is. So tops are like even the sort of gold, silver, bronze, blue, rainbow style here is more interesting than just putting a colour in the background or behind the border. Now tops do Garbage Pail Kids as well, and those guys have a lot of variance and whatnot. Now there's only so much you can do with you know, movie stills or TV stills, and certainly old pictures from TV shows, right, or movies. But it could have been a little more interesting. Certainly the art that they put in. I know there's obviously Godzilla comics, right? I mean, you've got not you. Where's the comics? So you've got animated comic covers. So this is kind of the base level for, maybe not even base level, but this is kind of the standard. I was expecting for a lot more of these cards. I don't mind these, right? These should be common, but theoretically they don't need to exist, right? They only exist for, I don't know why they exist, to be honest. Like they're not adding anything to your collection. I mean, beyond the ability to collect itself, it's just pretty dull. These are cool. Like these would be fine as whatever they are. Are they rares? Uncommons? Super rares. So these are super rares. They'd be fine as rares, right? I mean, I don't know how much of this is real or how many of these are real comic covers or whatever. But there is that. Topsicle, base motion. Oh wait, I've got it on the different rarities. There's some cool cards in here anyway. I'd like to have collected more, but having seen what you actually get out of the packs that you're paying for, it's a little bit underwhelming again here. I feel like there's very little value being provided in the collector space for these, and let's go back to ranting about the team at Wax again. They don't do anything, right? They're very reactive to people complaining about stuff. They've no plan for what to do with the cards once people have bought it. They've no real plan for engagement that they're communicate about for people to do some of these things. I would hope that since this is a bit more like the Topps Apps cards, that they would actually maybe take a leaf out of their book and give you bonus drops for completing a set, let you trade in a set for a card, and certainly if the commons, because they're going to be super. There's going to be too many of them. Going to be a lot of commons. Same with the sort of different rarities, whether you could trade in. I'd probably go for trading in a whole set since they're pre-minted and they've done an even distribution. So trading the whole set and you get a cool card, right? Something that isn't just the next level up like you do in the app, because obviously the app's they're not NFTs, right? They're not something you own, they're not something you can sell. Typically you can trade them in the app, and some people trade sort of between apps, so that's not got a sort of proper bridge for it all going on there. They don't have any there's no rewards for collecting a lot of a single card. There's no rewards for collecting doing the challenges like NBA Top Shots. There's no they don't do any sort of buyback and burn cards for the things that are oversold. The stuff they're doing for Street Fighters seems to have come out purely because people complained that it was oversold. They did a 72-hour buy as many packs as you want, and people were sitting on packs. They're now letting you burn whole packs to get sort of these new cards that they've designed. You can burn a whole pack and a few other things to get like these gold bordered cards, and they're new cards. But then they sort of immediately become worth less than it costs to make them. And it's just really poor. And this is, again, it was poorly run. Letting people open stuff for a 10-minute window. Again, no communication, just if you happen to be in the Discord and you got to do it. And especially when it seemed a little bit broken, that people were getting sort of these low mints from there. They just need to sort it out. They need to... Even the buying the packs, right? You had to be in quick to buy the packs. I think they sold out within sort of 2 minutes or something. These are 5,000 packs. Same as NBA Top Shot. Get people in a queue, limit it to one. And then if there's still any left, then you can sell the rest of them afterwards. But there was no limit to this. I bought 10, and then because it told me it didn't go through, I bought another 10. And it was just, it was just a little bit, disappointing, shall we say. So that's that. Looking at a collection, if we go back to what I own, probably easier doing it this way. Inventory, Godzilla, and Gadzuki. Got all those here. Let's just do. So the lowest mint was a 6 uncommon. Meh. A few under 10s. Just what I wanted. Just what I wanted. All my low mints to be Shin Godzilla is looking super goofy. And Space Godzilla, I need to go find out what movie that's from. Very cool. That's it, yep. So I'm not going to open the rest. If you want to make me a bulk offer on any of my my packs, let me know. Ideally not in wax, so I can get some cash back. But otherwise, I'll see if I can get rid of them on the marketplace, and I'll try and round out my collection for the rest of it. But until next time, this is NFT Decree, signing off.